What's up, Paul?
Not too much. How's it going?
Good, man. I'm excited to have you here because I know you've been doing a lot in the crypto space and you've been fairly active. I know you're probably one of the folks I know who's been in it the longest. So you've probably seen the ride up and where we're at now in the market. But we've been talking a lot about our white paper that's coming out, and I know you've been working on some applications and things like that. So I was hoping you could share with us, like, what excites you most about what's coming to the real estate world that real estate investors have no clue what's about to happen, right? What are you most excited about?
So definitely making properties NFTs is definitely one thing that really excites me because there's a lot of different ways you can go about it, a lot of different methods that you could do to get to your end goal, whether it's as an investor or to sell that property, right? And make pretty good profit on it. And for example, there's this company, it's called Lofty, LOFTY.ai. And they're one of the newer companies out there that's doing this. Basically, what they're taking is they're buying a cash flow rental property from somebody, say in Cleveland, Ohio, and turning it into an NFT and selling it out fractionally in $50 fractions, right? So $50 ownerships is the minimum for you to get in there. And basically what that gives you is voting rights within the ownership group. So you're part owner, and you even get some, apparently, and I don't know how this works out, but you get some depreciation, right? You get to write off some of the depreciation. And I don't know about mortgage interest, but I assume that you get something with that as well. Again, this is the infancy stages, so we're going to kind of figure out, but this is kind of one of the things that excites me. So somebody can get in there, be a part owner, maybe they spend $5,000, right? So then they get a lot more voting rights. So if somebody's late on their rent, they have a right to decide to start eviction, and it's all voted on within the whole group. And, majority rules, it's kind of a democracy, mob rules. That could be dangerous. There really can be with stuff like this. But at the same time, it's exciting because it's allowing people to get into real estate fractionally, small dollar amounts, right? Dollar cost average into properties potentially. Mm-hmm. So that's something that really excites me a lot. And maybe potentially for some of my rentals that are free and clear, to turn it into an NFT and then just basically let people invest as mortgagees, right? So they're going to mortgage a property for me. So I don't have to now go to private lenders. I can go directly to a network or to an NFT exchange and go that route. So that's what excites me the most in the real estate side of cryptos. The metaverse is another one, right? You got land in the metaverse, which can be developed. So how does that play out? Which metaverse is right? I have not gambled at any of this yet. Like I thought about, do I go into Sandbox? I go into Centraland, Gala. What do I go into? And that was during the hyperbolic movement. The market was still going up to late last fall. I think like November 21st, when the market crashed again. And I said, I'm going to hold off for now. I just don't know which way it's going to go. Plus there might be bargains if things crash. And now there's bargains out there. So maybe it's time to go bargain hunting for some of the land in the metaverse, right? And then develop that and maybe rent it out or just sell it later on. And so that's kind of what's got me excited, Paul.
Man, yeah. Well, there's two things. So let me address the first one, which is real estate tokenization, right? We can summarize it into real estate tokenization. A couple of questions I have for you. First of all, what is it about blockchain that actually makes that possible? Why is this? I think people hear that term tokenization, and essentially what we're saying is it just means fractionalizing an asset, taking something that was fairly illiquid, right? You want to sell your real estate, you got to sell it. You got to go through the process of selling it. What does the blockchain do? What is an NFT? Why does that matter? Why should we care about this?
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a great question, man. It's really important too. So why an NFT, right? Because an NFT allows you to basically, if you want to sell a portion of that property, right? Let's say you decide that you want to keep 50% of it or 51, just so you have voting interest, right? The most voting interest. You could sell a 49% if you want. And what blockchain technology allows is for you to turn it into an NFT, right? To have it on without a third-party intermediary, right? So the blockchain being built out is the history of this property, right? It's going to have everything that's in there. the property taxes, the insurance, the title work, everything that was done on this property to show that it's clear and clean. And it's indisputable, right? I mean, that's what blockchain is all about. It's what should be used for our voting system, right? Because you could put all your information there, verify that it's you, and it's indisputable. Where now, I mean, anybody can come in and just put in a Dropbox and their vote. Does it really, I mean, it counts, but is it real, right? There's so much, it's ripe for fraud. Blockchain makes it really difficult for you to commit fraud when you think about it, right? So the fractionalization with NFTs, smart contracts, right? This allows you to do things that we weren't able to do just a couple of years ago, right? So this is still groundbreaking. We're still at the infancy stages. I remember when NFTs first came out, it was just really digital artwork, right? You're looking at all these pictures, and art doesn't do a lot for me personally. I'm not an art guy. I don't really care about it. I was excited about it when I knew it could potentially be used for music, right? Because an artist could go bypass Sony Records, say, and just put out their own stuff directly to the market on an exchange and test it out. Sony Records usually wants to take an artist, say, you change to this sound, and they don't always want to do that, but they're forced to by the record label. So now they could do it themselves, put out what they believe is good, and the market will tell you if it's good or not, right? That's pretty much what's come down to. So NFTs have me excited as well in different aspects, right? Smart contracts and things like that, maybe TV and commercials, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Agreed. Well, we got a lot to explore. So I'm looking forward to exploring it with you.
Yeah, absolutely.